Good evening, everyone. Geegado Megwan here, which means Talking Feather Woman, and I am back with another Chatting with Wisdom. So we are here for day 22 of our optimism challenge. So we have a 30-day optimism challenge that we have been on together, and I'm so excited that you guys have been participating with me. And yeah, so it is close to the end of the night, and tomorrow I leave for 3 days. Yeah. So Melissa and I are heading out tomorrow, and we are going down somewhere near Kingston. And we are going to be participating in a moon retreat down there with Katie. And I'm not even going to try and say her last name because it is too difficult for me to pronounce. It just rolls off her tongue for her, but it's definitely not a roll off the tongue for me. But I'm really, really looking forward to being able to do this, Melissa. And so, but that kind of leads us into like today's prompt. So today's prompt is about overcoming negativity. And so it is so easy. So I had a list of things that I wanted to be able to get done today, and then I didn't get those things done today. And it was just causing me a lot of like, oh my gosh, it's never going to be done. But today is also the first day that we've had with no other children. So all the children left today. We had extra children over the course of we had some overnight, and we had and everybody got to leave today. So today was my first day with just Clark and it's been a while since it's been just Clark. And so, so just being able to, it was like, okay, I've got all these list of things that I need to get done. And it's like, and so at one point I had said to Brooklyn, I'm like, I'm never going to be able to get any of this stuff done. And so Brooklyn's like, oh, well, I can give you a hand if you want to, like we can kind of sort through some of the things. But then I had to remind myself that, and when she said that, then I had to remind myself that it was like, you know what? It's not a big deal. And so next week is another week. I have one more week before I am back to work full time. And so I do still have quite a bit of things that I need to get done before next week, but whatever is going to get done, so long as I can actually do what it is that I need to do. So obviously some lights, that has to be a priority next week. Because it is starting to get dark and we are going to start getting cooler. And so, so either first thing in the morning or later in the evening, I am going to need some heat probably. So I'm going to need to get that that worked on next week and get those little things going. But for the most part, whatever it is that I need to do. So like I got my new little gadget thing that I need. Because apparently I needed it so that I can use different cat cables. And so I'm going to try and hook up all of my computers so that everything is working properly and getting that faster connection. So I can actually get it to be on wired if I am direct and not sharing it to anything else. But I obviously can't not have it connected to everything else. So I still need it for the security cameras. I still need it for all those other things. So I still need to have it working. So I've got the new cables. Those came in already. And so then now I've got like the new little one net thing, trend net thing. So I'm going to try and get that all hooked up next week because I'm definitely not doing it before I leave. But getting all of the wiring done, so like the official wiring needs to get done so that I can get the wires all in place. So right now we have an extension cord that has everything plugged into plugged in here and plugged in there. And so I need things to be plugged into the wall so that I can get all my cables organized and that kind of thing. So next week, definitely first priority is to get that up and going and get that finished up. And then whatever I get done inside, so long as I can still do my work part, and then start focusing on the outside because like winter is not that far away for those of us up here in northeastern Ontario. So it's going to start to get a little colder very quickly and very soon. So we have a couple more weeks probably of really good weather. Sometimes September is a little warmer, but it's not going to be very long before things just kind of shift. So that has to be the next priority. So whatever doesn't get unpacked and on the walls in here, not the end of the world. I have more time afterwards. And so that is what I needed to do with overcoming that negativity, is like just overcoming that that piece of, let's figure out what's going on. Let's figure out how we're doing this. And yeah, so just need to kind of reframe and rethink about how I'm looking at things and how I'm doing things and what I'm doing with it, and just kind of going from there. So this weekend is all about, it's a business moon retreat. So for those of you who work with me around the moon cycles, Melissa has been my longtime moon partner in out of all of my clients. She's the one who focuses on the moon cycle with me the most. And so it is just so perfect that she and she's also business, a woman in business as well. So this is kind of where that's going. So so this weekend is all about like trying to reframe our moon cycles, being able to figure out our moon plan, that kind of thing. So I'm really looking forward to working with Katie on this, and just being able to tap into that energy. So yeah, so that's kind of where things are at. And I don't know why I'm keep fiddling with my hair today, but I'm fiddling with my hair for those of you who cannot see me. But for those of you who are on the, I can't even think of what word I'm looking for, but podcast. So those of you who are on audio only, it is, yeah, so I'm fiddling with my hair a lot today. My anxiety is a little bit higher because I'm still feeling a little bit anxious that things are not all of my ducks are not in a row that I would have liked to, but it's not a big deal because I get to spend time with Clark. And so Clark gets to have a sleepover tonight with Mikam and Shumas. And so then I leave. Melissa will be here around noon tomorrow. And then we head down, and we're going to stop at a chip stand, at her family chip stand down south. I don't know how far it is from where we are, but apparently it's relatively close. So yeah, so I'm looking forward to, and she said it's the best chip stand ever. So I'm looking forward to some delicious fries and probably a burger. And yeah, so looking forward to that. And so in the morning, I will just hustle my butt, but priority will be my trip. And whatever else I'm able to get done in between, then that's it. So, and then everything else will be there until I get back on Monday. So we're back late Sunday night, and then we'll begin from there. So I will be on sometime tomorrow before noon to do the prompt for tomorrow. And then on Saturday, we will do it from the Airbnb. And probably Sunday we'll do it from the Airbnb before we head out. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. Because both times we don't need to be there until 11. So we'll probably have time to be able to do that on Sunday morning as well. And yeah, so like super exciting. And Grace is working on sharing our calendar for Monday. But they have a super long weekend. So they have today off, and Saturday, Sunday, and then again Monday. So Grace isn't back to work until Tuesday. So we'll get all of that up and running. I'm super stoked. Anyway, I will chat with all of you guys later, and bye for now. Talk to you guys soon.